Tonight's CBS Reports begins with this historic announcement by the Surgeon General of the United States on January 11, 1964.
It is a judgment of the committee that cigarette smoking contributes substantially to mortality from certain specific diseases and to the overall death rate.
That was 3 months ago. Today, the implications of this report to the nation's health and to its economy are just beginning to dawn.
In the rural area, if we lose our tobacco, we're going to be hurting pretty bad now, that's for sure. If it will be a gradual process, some can survive. If it comes all at once, I think we're all going to go down to drink.
At stake are the incomes of 750,000 families who farm the nation's fifth largest cash crop. The jobs of 96,000 men and women involved in tobacco manufacturing. The $8 billion a year tobacco industry, which pays more than $3 billion in federal, state, and local taxes, and $150 million worth of cigarette advertising, with the ethical and moral problems it poses for all media, especially television.
Call for Philip Morris.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Hey, the last one. You better get another pack.
Okay.
Thank you. You probably think that we're making a big fuss over a cigarette. Well, sure. You don't really have to keep this wonderful new king-size Philip Morris cigarette in a safe. It's just our way of telling you that they are kind of precious. The finest king-size cigarette in America today. Smooth, mild, and mellow, and easy on your throat. How about you trying them yourself? Just call for Philip Morris, king-size or regular. Buy them by the carton. You're gonna love them, and we're gonna love you. Hey, what was that for?
You said it so beautifully.
Good night, everybody.
See you next week.
Lucille Ball and P. Arnaz will be back next week at this same time.
Well, you seem happy today.
Well, why shouldn't I be? I have the two things that would make any man happy. A gorgeous wife, and I'm smoking a Kent.
Which do you like the best?
Now, there's a tough one. Let me see. For cooking and for dancing and kissing, you satisfy best. But for filter and taste, Kent satisfies best.
I'll accept that.
The Flintstones has been brought to you by Winston, America's best-selling, best-tasting filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
If a next-door neighbor came to you and said to your son or your daughter, smoke, it's a good thing. Here, try this. It'll make you seem like a man. You'd probably throw him out of the house on his ear. Well, equivalently persuasive advertising is doing something very, very similar.
Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro Country.
Driving cattle, desert sun ablaze, pounding leather, rounding up the strays, herding steers across the range. You'll find a man stops and takes big pleasure when and where he can. Chesterfield,
Join the men who know nothing satisfies like the big, clean taste of top tobacco in Chesterfield King.
Sun-drenched top tobacco's gonna mean that you're smoking smoother and you're smoking clean. Only top tobacco, full king size, gives the big, clean taste that always satisfies. Chesterfield!
The taste you've been missing in the length you've learned to like. Full king size, top tobacco all the way for top tobacco filter action. Tops in friendly satisfaction. Join the big swing to Chesterfield King. New choice of the men of America.
Chesterfield!
We in a position that we don't want to directly deny the hazard of tobacco to health. We don't intend it to be that way. We don't want it to be that way. We definitely want to know more about it, and we certainly don't want to produce something or market something that is a health hazard.
As family men, how do you feel about your children smoking?
Well, I have 3 kids, one 19, one boy that's 17, and as yet they don't smoke. I will not encourage them to smoke. I will never encourage them to smoke. I don't think that it's good for you. I don't think it promotes anything. It's a relaxation thing for me. I smoke them not after meals or any time to relieve some nervous tension or something like that. I don't say it promotes any health at all, and I would never encourage young children to smoke.
They sure work hard, don't they, Barney? Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard. Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them. Gee, we ought to do something, Fred. Okay. How's about taking a nap? Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break. That's it. Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend. Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter. Winston packs rich tobaccos specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smoking. Yeah, Barney, Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
To a Frenchman, it's the Eiffel Tower. To a Dutchman, it's a pretty flower. To an Indian, it's a monument. To a smoker, it's a Kent. The taste of Kent. The taste of Kent. The taste of Kent. More taste, fine tobacco. To the Irish, it's a leprechaun. To a Grecian, it's the Parthenon. To a Scotsman, it's his regiment. To a smoker, it's a Kent. The taste of Kent. The taste of Kent. The taste of Kent. More taste, fine tobacco.
If you smoke a filter cigarette, try the taste of Kent.
Switch from Hots to Snow Fresh Filter.
Cool. Cool, Snow Fresh, cool, taste so clean, so refreshing, so cool.
As cool and as clean as a breath of fresh air. That's Snow Fresh Filter Cool. Your mouth feels clean, your throat refreshed. The finest leaf tobacco, mild, refreshing menthol, and the world's most thoroughly tested filter. That's Snow Fresh Filter Cool. Why don't you switch from Hots to the Snow Fresh coolness of cool? As cool and as clean as a breath of fresh air. America's most refreshing cigarette. Snow Fresh Filter Cool.
Well, you're dealing here with a very responsible segment of our economy. And the people who are interested in the tobacco industry
are just as interested in promoting and preserving and conserving the health of the American people as the average man of the street.
What cigarette do you smoke? You'll be interested to know how the doctors of America answered that question. Tens of thousands of doctors in all parts of the country, in every state of the Union. Doctors in every branch of medicine were asked,
"What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?"
In this nationwide survey of general practitioners, surgeons, throat specialists, diagnosticians, and so on, the brand named most was Camel.
Yes, according to this survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Try Camels yourself. Make the one sensible cigarette test. Make your own 30-day Camel mildness test in your T-zone. Smoke only Camels for 30 days. Enjoy Camel's rich, full flavor. And see how well Camels agree with your throat. Pack after pack, week after week. See for yourself why Camels are so popular with the doctors of America.
You see the advertisements on television, and smoking just seems to be the thing to do. And you see the attractive couples, you see them sitting on a beach, and they instinctively light up a cigarette. I mean, this is the thing to do. You see them walking in the country, and they can't take a walk in the country without a cigarette. The cigarette is an essential part of the picture. It completes the picture.
The people smoking are always very attractive, very beautiful people, and the advertisements usually portray either a very romantic setting or in sports sort of a very virile image of a man. And some advertisements have a man and a woman in a very romantic setting, and subconsciously you could think of yourself in this place.
Basically, they say, well, if you smoke this brand, you'll have a new girl, a new job, you'll make $50,000 a year, and you'll be a water skier. Now, that, I think, has a great effect on the younger people.
Behind every champion, there's a secret. And here's Buster McCalla showing you the form that has made him a champion water skier. Buster, what's your secret?
First, always wear a life belt. As to my secret, just remember two things. Keep your arms straight and your knees bent. Keep saying that over and over to yourself like I do. Arms straight, knees bent. Arms straight, knees bent.
Yes, behind every champion, there's a secret. And L&M has found the secret that unlocks the flavor in a filter cigarette. In today's L&M, fine tobaccos can be blended.
Blended, blended, blended.
Not to suit a filter, but to suit your taste. So you get more taste by far.
That's why I smoke L&M. More taste.
L&M has found the secret that unlocks the flavor in a filter cigarette.
Discover the clean difference. The clean, clean difference in today's smoking with new Bel Air cigarettes.
Breathe easy, smoke clean with new Bel Air.
Now, breathe easy. Bel Air has the clean difference in taste. New Air Fresh Menthol Blend for a clean breath of freshness in every puff. Breathe easy. Bel Air has the clean difference of a deep-set, recessed filter, set deep where the filter belongs. Yes, breathe easy, smoke clean, with the clean difference in taste, the clean difference of a deep-set filter tip.
Breathe easy, smoke clean with new Bel Air.
The clean difference in smoking.
What would happen to Wilson if tobacco were to disappear rapidly?
We want to think about it because 50% of the gross product in our town is dependent on tobacco and 75% of our farm income. And when you think about replacing roughly $21 million and half of it is for return on labor, tobacco requires a lot of labor. There's just no way you can even figure it out with a piece of paper how to replace that income.